Hi, my name is Schwarzel and I'm originally from Honolulu, Hawaii, but I then moved to Oceanside, California, where I attended elementary school, middle school, and high school. Now I go to Avila University in Kansas City, Missouri. And one of my biggest hobbies is gloving. Gloving is the movement of your hands in a specific way. And basically you have white gloves attached to each hand and then LED lights at each finger. I was introduced to gloving my freshman year of high school. One of my friends, he was like, "Hey, you want a light show?" And I honestly had no clue what it was, but ever since then, he gave me a light show and it was like the craziest thing ever. It was a whole new experience I've never had before. A rave it's the same thing as a concert or a music festival, but it's specifically for electronic dance music. One of the biggest parts of rave culture or EDM culture is gloving. I would say the visual aesthetics are a big deal too, so there's really pretty lights, there's big stages that have a lot of color on them, and the screens in the background behind the DJs or in front of the DJs, they definitely include pretty lights, and there's a lot of work that goes into it. So I can really see how gloving can fit in. I think my junior year of high school, I actually went to my first rave. One of my friends, Matt, he brought his gloves to the concert. He was asking other people to trade light shows, and I didn't really know what this meant, but once I started watching, I noticed that he would give someone a light show, and then they would trade places, and then the other person would give him a light show. It's not a competition, it's just like sharing your talents and sharing what you've practiced with other people. My first time I tried gloving, I would say it was my freshman year of college actually. I ordered my first pair on Amazon.com. They were $4 and they had one button on each wrist that turned all the lights on. I asked some of my friends, I was like, "Hey, can I give you a light show?" And I gave them one and I seriously had no clue what I was doing. I was just waving my hands around and just going as fast as I could and not really paying attention to the beat of the music. I started practicing. I got a mirror in my room, and then just for maybe a couple minutes every day, I just sit there and then work on specific moves. If they don't look good, if they're not clean, and if they don't move well together, it's not going to look good at all. A concept in gloving is basically the name of a move. One of my first concepts that I learned for gloving, it's called a finger roll, so you're just going like this. You're going like this. And then you can do a lot of different things like that. Go one at a time, two at a time, backwards. So gloving, you're just putting concepts together. So, this is called a whip. You could do different things with this. And keep in mind that you have lights on at the same time, and it's dark, so it's gonna look way different. On top of that, you gotta know the specific music that you're gloving to, because there's a lot of genres of electronic music. There's house, trance, techno, trap, dubstep. All of these genres are different because they each have a certain beats per minute. They have different drops, they sound different. So the way you move your hands and how fast you're moving and how close you are to the person's face that you're gloving for, it all plays a huge role on how your light show looks. You have to keep in mind, the person who's getting the light show, it's gonna look completely different to them than it is to you. So now whenever I practice, I'm keeping in mind the beat of the music, how it looks to the other person, and at the same time, keeping in mind what concepts I know, and not trying to make up new ones as I go. One of the things I hope to get out of gloving is not judging other people's hobbies and not judging how other people do things. For example, when I first started gloving, it was basically from nothing and I had no clue what I was doing. But luckily, with the help of my friends and how accepting the rave culture is, it really helped me get better, and it really helped me understand other people. Not once have I been judged for having a bad light show or having it not look good. The person who gets the light show, they're just really appreciative, and they love seeing that stuff. Especially people at festivals and raves, they love light shows. And when someone whips out their gloves, they're like, oh, can I get a light show? And it's just such a great feeling being able to show them like how good you are, how much practice you put into it. Because even if someone's not good, they probably put a lot of work into their light shows and their moves and all their new concepts that they discovered. And it's not right to judge someone just because they're not good at something. Like, they put a lot of hard work into doing that, and you don't want to bring them down like that. So now that I've realized how much better I've gotten over these 2 years of gloving, I know that I don't want to stop anytime soon. I've seen how much better I've gotten. Like, I'm taking videos of myself every week, and I'm seeing like how many of my new concepts have gotten better. The next thing I'm going to be doing is teaching other people how to glove, because a lot of my friends go to raves and they enjoy rave culture and they love getting light shows. I really want to teach them how to give light shows, teach them how to glove, and hopefully after that they'll be teaching more people, and we'll be expanding the rave culture.